A very fine good afternoon. So today's session just for 1 hour, very basic. So, but there are several set of new tools for handling a database in a very easiest way. So the title which will be something new for Flask CRUD API with Postgres. So here something new. So Flask, it's a web server. CRUD operation. So create, read, update and delete activity. So complete operation on a database with the help of a web server. Then something a new word which is called as API, which is an application programming interface. Without touching a database, directly you are handling a database, create, read, update and delete all those activity via API. So we are not touching on database, but anyway, the database is needed for storing data. So I'm using a database named as Postgres. So Flask is a web server. We are performing 4 activities. First activity which is called as create. The second create in the sense insert. Second activity which is called as read, get data. Then update, we are modifying the existing data. Then last one for delete. So 4 operation with the help of an application programming interface. Then the complete operation which is done in a database named as Postgres. So here the first tool which is called as Python, the first software which is named as Python. Inside that we are using a web server for Flask for creating API. So the complete API which created with the help of Python Flask. We are starts from Python basic, then entering into Python Flask. After that, currently it's very new. So currently none of them touching a database. So in the initial stage, database management system. So something a database which is called as relational database management system. Each and every computer programming, they are writing query, something called as create table, table name, insert into table name values. Yeah, it's very toughest one. But currently there is a new tool which is called as SQL Alchemy. So it's a new tool which is named as ORM tool. So something called as object relational mapping. So you are not writing any query, directly you are handling the database via programming. So just write a 4 line of code, it automatically handle our database. So it's a very easiest way for handling a database. So ORM management. ORM is a very recent tool. Currently each and every organization, they are swapping into ORM tools. So SQL Alchemy. Then one of the excellent database for storing our data, it's named as Postgres. Then at last for testing our API, whether the API is working properly or not. For testing the same, you are using a software called as Postman. So here we need the first software which is called as Postgres. It's for database. So for verifying Postgres, we are installing one more software called as PG admin. After that, we are installing a software called as Python. So 1 for database, 2 for PG admin for just viewing a database. So just IDE, integrated development environment for viewing our database. Then third one Python. Then inside that you are installing a Flask package. Then you are writing your program. So this is what basic. So Postgres for database, PG admin, then Python and Flask. SQL Alchemy, it's for easy way to connect to database. That's all. So starts from Postgres, just for 2 slides, just for intro, and then I'm entering into hands-on. So Postgres, it's a powerful database. It's completely open source as well as object relational database. So completely free. So because of that reason, we are entering into Postgres DB. Then in Flask, Python Flask, which need 3 dependencies. The first one, which is called as Flask dependency, it's one of the Python framework which used to create API. The second one, it's a Python binary library which used to establish connection between Postgres database. So Python program which connected with Postgres DB depends on this dependency. Then Flask SQL Alchemy, which used to write connect database without using SQL query. So it automatically generates SQL query. So without write any program manually, automatically it generates SQL query. So no need to study about databases. It automatically handle a database. So it's the greatest advantage. So the first one, so the title CRUD operation. So CRUD, CRUD. So first one for create operation, you are inserting a new data into a database. So if you are deleting a data, that's for D. Read, you are reading a data from the database. Then update, already the existing database, you can update something. So CRUD. So this is called as CRUD operation. So what is API? So currently the theme of this 1 hour session, it's for generating API. Actually, what is API? So it's for database. So Postgres is the database. You are writing a Flask web server. Postgres is the database. You are writing a Flask web server, which provide a API, which provide a link. The link which accessed via internet, you can create any kind of front-end design. You can create any kind of front-end design. You can access the database. So database which connected with Flask web server, then you can generate an API. So APIs are directly accessing your database for perform 4 activity, one for read, second one for insert, fourth one for update, third one for update, fourth one for delete. So APIs are used to perform CRUD activities on DB. So SQL alchemy. So without writing SQL statement, without SQL statement, it's not possible for connecting with database. But here without SQL statement, the Python object which converted into ORM, object relational mapping, which automatically converted into SQL queries and connected to database. So you are just write a simple Python code which directly connect to database and fetch the data. That's the greatest advantage. So this is what object relational mapping works. So this is your database. Inside the data, one John, something their last name as well as phone number. So here it's handled via a table named as person. So class named as person. Inside that first name equal to John, last name equal to as well as phone number equal. So this is what you are handling your databases. So this is for basics. So heading was Flask CRUD API with Postgres. So you are connecting with Postgres. So I will share my entire screen. So Google it. So initially, first I am downloading a Python software. So just searching on Python, then click on download and download Python. So after downloading Python, just a normal software installation. So you can double click that software and then install now, press next, automatically Python software was installed. After installing Python software, at last I will send a manual too, as well as recorded video. So you can try it in your own time. If you have any queries, anytime you can ask. So I will open a command prompt. It's for first step. So after installation of Python, I will open a command prompt and then verify Python -v. So yes, it's entering into Python prompt for 3 greater than symbol. So Python works fine. So I will press Ctrl Z to exist. So CLS. So yes, so Python is working. So initially I will start from a basic program. So I am entering into a new directory. So mkdir. I will increase font size. Okay. So mkdir, I will create a new folder. So Flask CRUD. I will create a new folder. So CD, I will enter into my directory. CD Flask CRUD. Yes. So this is a new directory. So directory was empty. Nothing is present on the directory. Okay. Now my prompt was ready. So initially I will start from Flask. So I will install Flask software. So pip install Flask. I will install Flask software. So pip install Flask. I will press enter. Yes, the software was installed. Just if it connected with the internet, it will be installed in a fraction of a second. So now Flask software was installed. So fine, the entire thing was ready. I will write a simple program. So I will open a notepad. Normal editor is enough. So I will open a notepad editor. So I will write my first program. Please listen carefully. It's my first and basic program. So from I'm installing a package named as Flask. From Flask, Flask is a package. From Flask, I will import. From Flask, I will import a class named as Flask. So I will import a class Flask. Yes. Now the Flask class was imported. Now I will write, create a new app. So app, it's my new app, new project. So new app, which is equal to name of the class called as Flask. So it's a Flask class. Inside that, I will specify the default argument called as name, underscore underscore name, underscore underscore. It's a default format for handling an argument to a class Flask. So now a Flask class is ready. Underscore underscore, 2 times underscore, underscore underscore name, underscore underscore. This is a way of creating a variable in Python, default variable. So app equal to Flask of underscore underscore name. Now new app was created. Now I will execute that app. So I will write if underscore underscore name underscore underscore, which is equal to comparison operator. So double equal to, so double quotes, underscore underscore main. If it's a main, its initial argument is main. So Python. So at the end of if, I will place colon. So then I will write a statement in a tab space. I will execute that. So app.run. Initially it's running in a debug mode. So debug equal to true. So that's all. It's a simple program. So from Flask, import Flask, app equal to Flask underscore underscore name. If name equal to main, then app.run debug equal to true. Now this is a structure. This is a format of writing Flask program. That's all. Only 4 lines. Okay. So that's all. Now I write my first API. I will write my first API, first route. So always the API in the sense here, which is called as routing. So route, first route. So at the name of the app is app.route inside the brackets, double quotes, backslash, my API which is named as hello. So at app route API hello. Then I will write a function def hello, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, colon. This function which will return hello. This function which will return hello. That's all. I will save my file, save, C colon, Flask CRUD. Inside that I will save the file in the name, something called as app, any name, .py, Python, extension py, save. Now I will entering into my command prompt. I will type Python app.py. Python app.py. Now I will press enter. I think any mistake. Debug spelling mistake. Debug spelling mistake. Save the file. Again go to Python app.py. Yes, my file is running. Please listen carefully. Running on http:// http colon double slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000. So copy that content and open a browser and then paste here. So http colon double slash 127.0.0.1 colon 5000. Now I will press enter. I think my route which will be named as hello. So slash hello. Enter. So which will print the output as hello. Which will print the output as hello. So initially I will install Python software. After that I will open a command prompt and then pip install Flask. So install Flask package. Then I will open a notepad and type this program from Flask import Flask app equal to Flask underscore underscore name underscore underscore app.route slash hello. It's a route name. You are writing a method for this route return hello. So it will return hello. So which will print the message as hello. Just I am writing 4 lines code. Just for if I am writing hello 1 and changing message as hello val, save the file and go to browser, refresh hello 1. So hello 1 and refresh hello val. If I am copy paste the same content for second route, so this is for hello val hyphen 2. So this is for hello 2. I will save the file, refresh, yes. Wait a second. Hello 1. Sorry, the 2 functions are in same name. So you will change it into hello 2. Now save the file and execute it again. And go to browser and then refresh hello val. If I am pressing 2, so now I am writing 2 API. This is for API. So this is for first API. This is for second API. So just which return a data. So I am entering into this program. I am deleting this route. This route was not needed. So I will create a new dictionary. So new variable dictionary. So new variable. First initially I will create a new variable. So I will route this called as student. So this is for student. So which will return. If I am entering a data name, if I am entering student name, that name which is passed to the object of student, then I will merge plus name. So app.route slash student slash name of the student. So that value which passed to the function called the student of that name, return hello val something, return hello that student name, return hello that student name. So I will save the file. Now I will prompt is running. So I will go to the browser, then I will refresh. That's named as student. I will press enter, not found, because student slash name, something called as Raja, hello Raja. So if I am passing argument student, something called as Ram, hello Ram. If I am passing argument something called as Kumar, which will pass hello Kumar. So this is for basic. So if I am passing argument name, which pass to that method, which will merge together. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So now I'm entering into a dictionary. So new object. So this is what basic. So it's a last item. So I will entering into that something called as food items. So I will entering into food items. So I'm creating a variable named as food items, which is equal to, this is a way of writing a JSON object. Here another new term, which is called as JSON. JavaScript object notation. So this is a way of passing data to database. So that's a format. Just a format. So food items, which is equal to open curly brace, close curly brace. Inside that you will type your food items. So something called as 1. It's a key 1 colon value rice, comma, the second food item, something called as 2, the key is 2, then the value is colon value, the value is something called as beans, comma, the third one, colon, something called as wheat. Just I am creating a variable called as food items. So food items equal to open curly brace, close curly brace. Inside that key 1 value rice, key 2 value beans, key 3. So it's a key value pair. Here this is called as dictionary, something a keyword which is called as dictionary. So I am writing a object. So food items. Yes, fine. Now I'm little bit changing my method. So app.route, app.route. So I will place slash data. I will place method as slash data. So I will write a method named as something called as get method. So at app route slash data, this is called as get method. So get open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then colon. So this get a data, so which is for getting a data. Then I will return food underscore items. So I will return food underscore items. I will save the file. Then I will go to the browser and I will type data. Yes, which will return the entire data. So it will return the entire data. So if I am typing the route name as data, then which will return the entire JSON format data, food items 1, 2, 3. So which will return the entire data. If I am changing a new thing, changing one more new thing, here I am adding one more keyword. I am adding one more keyword, methods. So adding one more keyword called as methods equal to square bracket. Actually, there are 4 methods are available. This is very essential. So listen carefully. There are 4 methods are available. One called as get, next called as post, next called as put, next called as delete. So there are 4 methods are available. Get method, we choose to get the data. Post method, we choose to insert the data. Put method, we choose to update the data. Delete method, we choose to delete the data. So for handling databases, there are 4 methods are available. The first method for getting a data, the second method for inserting a data, the third method for updating the data, the fourth method for deleting the data. Now I will delete the entire things. This is for get method. This is for get method. So I will save the file. So, okay. Inside that, I will check if request dot method equal to get, if request dot method equal to get colon, if the method is true, then which will return food items. If it's get items, I will return food items. If request dot method equal to get, then you will return food items. Okay, fine. So I will add request here. Request is an object. Sorry, request is a method which is placed inside Flask. So I will add request. So I will save the file. I will go to my browser and then type data. So I am execute again. I think request dot method equal to. This is a comparison operator. So you can place double equal. So save the file and then execute the same. Sorry, I am again missing double quotes or single quotes here. Save the same and execute the same. Yes, working. Now I will refresh the browser. The method is get, though it return the data. The method is get, I will return the data. I will verify. Please wait here. I will entering into my third software. The software named as Postman. So I will download that software for testing the API. I am download that software. So I think download Postman. I will click on Windows 64-bit download. I will download the Postman software just for 140 MB. The Postman software which used to test the data. Please listen carefully. Postman which used to test the data. So I will execute the Postman. Because only get method is possible via browser. So all other method, post, delete as well as post method which is tested via Postman software. So I am using Postman software. I will open that Postman software. It asks for create a new account. If you are not having account, create a new account. Just log in with your Gmail. I am already have account. So I will entering into my account. So this is the Postman software. Postman software கிடைச்சிருச்சு. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன் ஒரு API செக் பண்ண போறேன். So create team is not required. Create a request. Workspace, my workspace. So yes, workspace, my workspace. So which create and basic activity. So click on API. Click on API and click new. So HTTP request. Click new and HTTP request. So get method. So choosing a method here. Get method. Enter the URL localhost 5000/user. Sorry, data. I will click send. Yes, which return a data. Is it clear? So if I am choosing get method which return the data, then இப்போ நம்மளோட second activity, we are inserting a value. Database ke pogala. Now you are inserting a value. So inserting enna method சொன்னேன்? Post method. So comma the method called as post. Comma the method called as post. So if again I will write the next if request dot method equal to post. If the method is post, then colon. If the method is post, if the method is get for getting a data, if the method is post for inserting a data. So now I am writing a data equal to, we are receiving a data. So data equal to request dot JSON. Data equal to request dot JSON. I am typing it in Postman, so which receives the data. I mean typing a data, the data received via request.json object. So which is stored in a variable called as data. Now I will insert into food item. So food underscore items, food underscore items of, this is array. So of the key is str. Directly you can update the data. So food underscore item dot update is enough. Update of data. This is the easiest way. So already food items comprising of 3 items. Then now the 4th item which will be updated. At last I will return a message. Return a message. So return data inserted successfully. I will save the file. Now I will go to my Postman IDE. I will check whether it's working or not. It's working. Now I will change the method as post. Now I will change the method as post. Then I will go to the tab called as body tag. I will choose the input as raw input. It's not a text, it's a JSON. So I will type a JSON inside this double quotes. That's the fourth element, colon, something called as test, or something mango or apple, something, any one food item. Okay, you will write the fruit. So apple. So now you can send data inserted successfully. Data inserted successfully. Now I will change the method into get, send. Yes, now the data which comprising of 4 items. If I am changing into post, and add the 5th item, something called as mango, and I will execute. Yeah, data inserted successfully. Now I will choose the get method and send. Yeah, 5 items. So this is what data was inserted via API. This is a method of inserting data using API. Simple Flask program, food items, then app.route, get and post method. If get method, it return directly food item. If the method equal to post, which can insert the data. If the method equal to post, you can insert the data. This is for basic thing for insert the data into a dictionary. So similar way, now we are entering into database connection for creating a database. இப்போ நம்ம அடுத்து என்ன பார்க்க போறோம்னா ஒரு database connection. So here Postgres ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் இருந்துச்சு. So Postgres இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேரை டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி சும்மா டபுள் கிளிக் பண்ணா இன்ஸ்டால் ஆயிரும். which will ask user name. நான் அதே Postgresன்றதை யூசர் நேம் வச்சுக்கிட்டேன், பாஸ்வேர்டு Postgresனே வச்சுக்கிட்டேன். இந்த Postgres ஈஸியாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதுக்காக ஒர்க் பண்ண if it's you are feeling tough, then you are using a IDE called as PG admin. So இந்த ஐடியை நான் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணி இதையும் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். இப்போ நான் ஸ்டார்ட்ல போய் என்னோட ஐடியை ஓப்பன் பண்ணுறேன். தட்ஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் பிஜி அட்மின். ஸோ இதுதான் த டேட்டாபேஸ் ஐடிஇ. ஸோ த என்டையர் டூல் ஃபார் மேனேஜிங் எ டேட்டாபேஸ். ஸோ பாஸ்வேர்ட் கேட்குது, என்னோட பாஸ்வேர்ட் Postgres. ஸோ என்டர் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஸோ விச் கனெக்டட் வித் மை Postgres சர்வர். ஸோ Postgres 14 பாஸ்வேர்ட் கேட்குது Postgres. ஸோ கனெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. இதான் என்னோட லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் டேட்டாபேசஸ். Postgresனு ஒரு டேட்டாபேஸ் இருக்கு, உள்ள ஓப்பன் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். ஸோ நவ் இன்சைட் தட் ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணி ஐ எம் கிளிக் ஆன் query to. So select. This is a way for writing queries. Now this is not required. Select star from item. I am writing a table called as item. So I will verify. So already the table item is available. So I will remove the table. Drop table item. So the entire table was dropped. Now verify that. Select star from item. So nothing is present. So nothing is present in the database. So this is the database view. So no need to write a query, no need to perform anything. You can directly enter into Flask program, which automatically create a table and insert the value. Which automatically create a table and insert the value. So please wait a second. Now I will write a new Flask program. So file new, save. So I will write a new Flask program. So I will import the package. Initially starts from the same. So starts from the base. I will increase the font size to. So I will type a simple program, very simple program. First, just for 10 lines code, it create an entire database. So from Flask. So I am already installed the package Flask. So from Flask, import Flask, comma, request, comma, the complete operation which convert the data into JSON. So JSONify. So import Flask, sorry, from Flask, import Flask, request and JSONify. Then We are installing another package called as Flask underscore SQL Alchemy. From Flask underscore SQL Alchemy, we can import the class called as SQL Alchemy. So this is for ORM method. So from Flask import Flask request comma JSONify. From Flask SQL Alchemy import SQL Alchemy. So I am importing required packages. Then same way I am writing app equal to Flask double quotes, sorry, Flask underscore underscore name underscore underscore. So same way. So if underscore underscore name equal to double quotes underscore underscore, sorry, here I am missing underscore underscore main underscore underscore double quotes colon. Then I will write app dot run equal to true. Same way I am writing a basic program. So now the basic program is ready. So inside that, now the basic program is ready. Inside that I will save the file. Save the file in the name of api.python. I will execute the same. I will open the command prompt. Stop the same. Python api.py. I think again mistake. If there is a double equal, this is a comparison operator. So save. Now I will execute the same Python. Yes, it's working. So entire thing's fine. Now I'm entering into my app. So initially I will perform the basic activity. So I will write basic, please listen carefully. App.config. So app.config square bracket. Inside that I am writing SQL Alchemy underscore database underscore URI. Yes, database URI link, which is equal to, you will write the database for PostgreSQL, Postgres query language, Postgres query language colon double slash the username of the database, that is Postgres colon password of the database, that's also Postgres, at machine name, that is called as localhost, and the port number 5432 slash the database name, that's also Postgres. So app.config square bracket SQL Alchemy underscore database underscore URI equal to PostgreSQL colon double slash username colon password at server name colon 5432 is a port number slash database name. So yes, now database equal to SQL Alchemy of our app. So DB equal to SQL Alchemy of our app. Now you are creating a table. Please listen carefully. This is for common. These set of things are common. So save the file and then go to command prompt and then stop the save. And you can install the required packages. So pip install Flask. So already in the first slide you are verified that 3 dependencies are needed. So pip install psy COPG. There is a connection hyphen binary. Yes. Then pip install Flask hyphen SQL Alchemy. Now Python API.py. Yes, it's working. Now you are create a class. This is for your name of the table name. So I will write a class. So class, you can write any class name. Now I will write a class named as student. class student. So inside that, I will write a class named as student inside bracket db so db dot model. Please listen carefully. Class student inside the bracket db dot model colon. Inside the class, I will write the first table column, the first column id, which is equal to db dot column id equal to db dot column inside the bracket. This column is an integer, it's a number, so integer, I think integer is a class, so I caps. So db dot integer, comma, this is a primary key. Primary key. So this is always unique. So primary key equal to true. So second thing, second column is name equal to db dot column, db dot string of 100 characters. So the third column, which is for department, equal to db dot column db dot string of size 50. So now entire thing was ready. Now my table named as student, which comprising of 3 columns, first column ID, second column name, third column department. Now I will write a method. Inside the class, I will write a method. So def underscore underscore init. This is the initialization method. Underscore underscore init. Underscore underscore self comma name comma department. Self comma name comma department. So self dot constructor. So self dot name equal to the name. Self current object. So self dot department equal to department. Now you will save the file. Yes, entire thing was ready. Now I will write the operation db dot create. Please listen carefully. Create underscore all of. So class student db dot model. So just changing primary key as well as unique as well as nullable. So now db dot create all. Now I will go to my command prompt and then type Python api.py. Yes, executed. Now I will go to my PG admin and then verify the name of the class as student. Execute. Yes, ID name department. Automatically table was created. Just I am writing Python code. It automatically create the table. ID for primary key, name for string of 80 characters. So name for character string of 80, department for character string of 120 characters. So department for character string of 120 character. So it will create. Now a table was created. Now a table was created. So the first step was completed. Now the second step, table was created. Now I am writing my first API. So app.route/hello, definition hello world, return hello world. So save the file and then I will verify. I will go to my Postman and then, I will go to my Postman IDE. I will verify 5000/hello. Click enter. Yes, which will return hello world. Which will return hello world. Yes, working fine. Now I will type my second one, app.route slash items methods get. So which will return hello. So verify the same, slash items sent. So which will return hello. Which will return hello. So for returning all those items, I will write a simple program for 4 lines of code. So I will write a method called as items. So items. So this is an array which comprising of collection of items. So items is an array. So array in the sense you can specify it in a square bracket. Items equal to square bracket. So empty array. So now you can get the data. So just you can get the data. So item equal to something, our class which is named a student. So you can name it as student, not items. You can name it as students. So get students, you can change it as get students. I think get students. So you can change it as students. Okay. Here student equal to, so one student. So you can get the data from the class. What's the name of the class? Student. So student, name of the classes student dot query, student dot query, student dot, you are executing a query without writing query, automatically you get data. That's the advantage. So we are writing the easiest way. Don't go to this way. This way is little tough. So using this way. So for student in db dot session dot query of db dot student dot query of all student. So that is a student class, student dot all of. So which get all those data for student dot, for student in db dot session dot query of all student data dot all of. So which can get all the student data, which can get all the student data. So initially you can delete the basic student data. So student dot initial value was deleted because initial instance was not needed. So if old data which was placed, so that data was removed. So this statement was commonly needed. So this is common statement. So otherwise I will copy paste the statement here. This is for common statement. Our object named as student. So student state. So after that, you can display the data that is called the students dot append of item dot dictionary element, DICT. Then you can return JSONify of student dot all those students. So please listen carefully. App.route slash students method equal to get method. Get students of student is an array. You can get all those student value placed in a database. You can put it in that array. Then at last you can return that array. Save the file and execute the same. invalid syntax of all. I think for loop, so there is no colon. Yes, executed. Now you can go to the same get method, items sent. I think there is a students. I will change it to items to students. Yes, this will return empty array because database not contain any data. I will insert the data into my database. So go to my PG admin. Go to my PG admin. Just I will insert the data. So insert table name student ID equal to 1, comma name equal to Raja, comma department equal to something CSE. So I will execute the same. Insert into table name values. I will execute the same. Yes, inserted. Now go to your Postman IDE and send. I think table name item. These are the things are not required. Yes, which return a data. Which return that entire data. So this is what basic. I will explain one more program. Please wait a second. சரி ஒரு 2 minutes மட்டும் கவனிச்சுடுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன புரியலன்னு பேசுவோம். ஸோ ஒரு ஃப்ளாஸ்க் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஒரு ஆப் ஃப்ளாஸ்கோட நேம் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். The complete Flask connection, SQL alchemy. இதை கொடுத்தோன்னே என்ன ஆயிட்டு ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக டேபிள் கிரியேட் ஆயிட்டு டேபிளில் 3 ஃபீல்டு இருக்கு, ஐடி, நேம், டிபார்ட்மெண்ட். கரெக்டு தானே? இதே மாதிரி அடுத்த டேபிள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன். ஒரு நிமிஷம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. இதே மாதிரி அடுத்த டேபிள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன். இப்போ பாருங்க, இப்போ என்ன நடக்கும்? ஃப்ரம் ஃப்ளாஸ்க் இம்போர்ட் ஃப்ளாஸ்க், அதே தென் SQL alchemy கனெக்ஷன் எழுதிட்டேன், டிபி கனெக்ஷன் எழுதிட்டேன். இப்போ ஒரு டேபிள் எழுதியிருக்கேன். நேம் ஆஃப் தி டேபிள் அஸ் ஐட்டம், த காலம் ஐடி, டைட்டில் அண்ட் கண்டென்ட். ஐடி, டைட்டில் அண்ட் கண்டென்ட். கரெக்டு தானே? இப்போ ஃபைல் சேவஸ் போட்டு சேவ் பண்ணி பார்த்துருவோம் ஒர்க் ஆகுதான்ட்டு. ஃப்ளாஸ்க் CRUD த ஃபைல் நேம்ட் அஸ் API 1.py சேவ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். இப்போ பாருங்க, ஸோ என்ன நேமில் டேபிள் கிரியேட் ஆகிருக்கணும்? ஐட்டம்ங்கிற நேமில் டேபிள் கிரியேட் ஆகிருக்கணும். கிரியேட் ஆயிருக்கான்னு பார்ப்போம். செலக்ட் ஸ்டார் ஃப்ரம் ஐட்டம். எஸ். ஸோ அப்போனா இது வரைக்கும் பேசிக் தெரியணும். ஒரு ஃப்ளாஸ்க், தென் கிரியேட், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக டேபிள் வரைக்கும் கிரியேட் ஆயிடும். தென் இந்த கொரியை பாருங்க, இஃப் த ஐட்டம் நம்பர் இஸ் 1, ஐ எம் பாசிங் ஐட்டம் நம்பர் as 1, ஸோ அந்த 1ஓட டேட்டாவை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணிடும். தென் ஐட்டம்ஸ் ஆல்க்கு அங்கேயே பார்த்துட்டோம். தென் இஃப் த மெத்தட் இஸ் போஸ்ட், அங்கே வேல்யூ கொடுத்தா டேட்டா பேஸில் போய் இன்சர்ட் ஆயிரும். இஃப் த மெத்தட் இஸ் புட், அங்கே வேல்யூ கொடுத்தா டேட்டா பேஸில் போய் அப்டேட் ஆயிரும். இஃப் த மெத்தட் இஸ் டெலிட், அங்கே வேல்யூ கொடுத்தா டேட்டா பேஸில் போய் டெலிட் ஆகும். இது அடுத்த கிளாஸில் பார்த்துக்கலாம். இன்னைக்கு என்ன பார்த்துருக்கோம்? இனிஷியலி யூ ஆர் இன்ஸ்டாலிங் அ பைத்தான் ஆப், தென் அது உள்ள ஒரு சின்ன ஃப்ளாஸ்க் ப்ரோக்ராம், பைத்தான் இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணுறோம், அது உள்ள ஒரு சின்ன ஃப்ளாஸ்க் ப்ரோக்ராம், அதில் ஒரு டிக்ஷனரி யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணுறோம், ஜஸ்ட்டு ஒரு ஃப்ளாஸ்க் ஆப் ரூட்டை பார்ப்போம், ஒரு வேல்யூவை டிக்ஷனரியில் இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுவோம், டிக்ஷனரியில் உள்ள வேல்யூவை கெட் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம். அதே மாதிரி ஒரு டேட்டா பேஸில் வேல்யூ இன்சர்ட் பண்ணுவோம், கெட் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம்.